Hello, and welcome to Terminator Dark Fate, the deck building game. Now, this is a mod that I found on Tabletop Simulator, and you can choose your character. Everything is manual, and in my version, I have scripted this. So everything is manual here. You have to build your own deck, which I would say this is the deck. And you have to pick up the cards manually, you have to spread out the cards manually. Everything in here is manual. But in my version, I have scripted that. So this is my version of the mod. I'm going to go through how to play just the most easiest opponent, and I'll go play through a whole match. I really love this game. This game's really cool. So first I'm going to press on choose one. I'm pressing choose one because I'm only going to have one Terminator I'm versing. I'm going to choose Grace and Danny. I think these characters is probably the best characters you can have. That it's two, so I'm being two characters. I think these two really work well together. I could also choose Sarah Connor. She can buy things cheaper and she gets some money at the start. Or you can choose Carl, which is like a cheating character, really. You can have unlimited wounds, and that's part of the game, how you lose. So yeah, these two characters are great. This is the PDF I've put up here. This has the turn summary. It is the PDF of the rules, so you can switch pages. It's also down here. If you press on Alt, you can just see it blown up. Now, so I've chosen who I am, the Terminator. I press on Setup. That automatically deals the cards. So part of the setup is I'm going to make the Terminator, I'm going to shuffle the Terminator into the deck. He's going to randomly come up in 6 cards, which is part of setup. And where's shuffle is at the top. And I'm going to put that on top. So I'm going to randomly get that card. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle my deck, draw 5. As you can see, everything is scripted. I can see all the cards I have, and I can start playing, and I'll show you how to play. So there's this card, it costs 3 wounds. Wound the current player for each munition in the reserve. That's not munition, not munition, not munition. So that won't actually do anything right now. So I can take that card out later. I should try to take out this card because if a Terminator appears, this will hurt me. So, oh, by the way, it is play phase. So it does, so these phases do tell you what to do. So in this phase, I just need to play cards. So I have 1, 2. So I have 2 money and this card. Draw 3 cards. If any of them are a wound, I get another wound in my deck, which is bad, but it does have those 2 bullet symbols. So I'm going to use this. I'll just put this in my play so I know I've played it. And I draw 3 cards. Now I have 4 money and 2 attack. So if my 2 attack, I'm going to destroy this card. Now, because this is a hostile card, it has to go back to the deck underneath as part of the rules. I'm not going over the rules, I'm just playing the game. I have 4 money. So what's this location? Immediately flee from the Rev 9. That's okay, but I've already shuffled him in, and he's not here, so I don't need to do that. I could buy this for 3, and it would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources in exchange, and I can destroy that card when it comes up in my hand. What is this? Once during your play phase, you may place a card underneath this card. I think that's worth it, so I'm going to buy that for 2. So that's now in my discard pile. This is a deck building game, so I don't get the card straight away. So I've spent 2 just to remind myself. I've got 2 left. I can't do anything with that, so that's the end. So I'm going to discard all my cards. I'm going to move this back over there. And I'm done for the turn. So now it's the reserve phase. Part of the reserve phase, you have to have up to 5 cards, and then you can have an option to draw another one. So I'm going to place 1. Sometimes that happens. You can just press on the card and it would lift it back up again. So these are the cards I have. So I can place another one, but if I place another one, I might get a Terminator. And I'm not ready to fight him yet. So hunt phase, well, there's no Terminator, so I can skip that. So you know how this green thing moves around? That's my player counter. So that tells me before I could, when I rest, which means I don't take my turn, but I can destroy 2 cards. Normally you can destroy 1 card. And this character's ability is if I draw 5 cards and I don't like them, I can draw another 4 cards next time. Anyway, we'll see if we want to do that. I'm going to draw my 5 cards. Now there's only 3 cards there, so I'll need to shuffle that. And just draw 2 more. Okay, so I have... So I'm going to do this again, draw 3 cards. And I get 2 bullets, which means... which you can use these counters for. I have to move fast. I keep picking it up. Okay, there we go. 2. So it needs 3 damage to destroy this card. Right now it will give me a wound if a Terminator comes up because there is a munition here. Anyway, so we're going to try to kill that. So we did this. So I'm supposed to get another 3 cards. Look at these setback cards. These cards do nothing. Not great. I've only got 2 purchasing. But I do have this card. It does another 2 damage. And what it does is I can discard as many cards as I want. And I get to draw that many cards. So I'm going to put that out. And that's another 2 damage. So that means I would have destroyed this. I'm just putting the counters on just to show you. So any red cards, they always go back to the deck underneath. Like that. So yeah, it took me a long time to work out all this programming. I've done it all myself. And you can I'll show you what the rest of the programming does. But all these buttons, I've programmed all these buttons, discard, how many we normally draw. We usually draw 5, all 3 or 1. There's not many cases where you would draw in between, but you know, there is some. I can press on this wound card and it would automatically put in my discard pile. I can destroy a card deck. You can press on clear, that's important later when a Terminator comes up. This can count how many damage I have on the Terminator, which is pretty useful. I can halve it, which some Terminators, so this card you would need to halve. And you can run away. Alright, let's continue playing. Sorry about my frames. I haven't configured it properly. No, I mean the programming's great, but I mean my computer's a bit slow. All right, let's continue playing. So I've played this card, so I can discard as many cards as I want. I'm going to discard 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 3 plus 1. And this card comes up, a skill card. So skill cards are permanent. So I've just put that here. Now once per turn I can save a card. And I can keep putting them underneath. At the start of your turn, draw any cards. So I can draw 1, I can have 3, doesn't matter. So I can save cards, which is important later on. It may not be important right now, like I might just use it straight away. Anyways, let's play. So I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. This costs 5. Destroy a card in the reserve. So I get 3 resources and I get to destroy a card, which means it will go to the destroyed cards. But what happens if I don't want to destroy a card? This makes you destroy a card, so it's good and bad. I can buy that pistol for 2 damage, or I can have a big boost of money for a turn. Well, I could buy that. Yeah, okay, so it's not the best card, but I like permanent cards. But anyway, that's fine. So 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to discard them right now. So I've used them all up anyway, so discard them. That's all I can do. So go to the reserve phase. Hopefully I don't get a Terminator, but I most likely will. Oh, so that's a hostile red card. That's not great. And there's the Terminator. Alright. So to move him back over here, I have to press on enable. Choose one. I couldn't get around that programming. It just makes sure that this counter knows that this card is here. And that's important as it tells you messages about this Terminator's it's programmed to tell you its status. So this one is when this one takes 5 damage, it's staggered, and 15 it's destroyed. If I count up to 5, it would say this has taken 5 damage. So that's pretty cool. But the program's not that fantastic on that part. Alright, so now it's the hunt phase. I don't get to put more cards out because it goes straight into hunt phase and he's going to try to attack me and do damage to me. So the lose condition for me is if I have 3 wound cards in my hand at any time. If I have 3 wound cards, I'm dead. The Terminator kills me. So let's see. So this Terminator, see the number 4 in there? So let's just read it. So if this Rev 9 is staggered, you must flee during the hunt phase. So staggered means it's taken more than 5 damage. If this Rev 9 has taken 15 damage, it is destroyed. So that's what we want to do. But right now he's going to attack us for 4. So that means he has to activate 4 cards. This counts as 1. So that gives me 1 wound. That's pretty nasty. Because this card's used, I go back to the deck. So that's 1 card. Second card. So only red cards and green and location cards go back to the deck. So I lose this card. He destroys it. 2. That's not a red or location, so it's destroyed. That's third card. Fourth card, and munitions. It is also destroyed. So that's 4 cards he's gotten rid of. Not great for me. But now I have it. Now I can try to attack him. So let's go to the play phase. I'm going to draw. I can't draw because there's no cards here, so I have to reshuffle my deck. Draw 5. He's got the wound card. So I could use this card's special ability and destroy 2 cards from my deck. I could destroy this wound and the setback, which is pretty good, but that means the Terminator will just attack me again. I don't want to do that. I could use my life savings to run from him, which means the 5 cards, he gets shuffled back in here in 5 cards, which is saves me some time. I can run away. What else can I do? That's about it. I think that is the best option. So I'm going to do that 5. Yeah, I'll do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4. So I'm going to use that. I have to go back to the deck. But I now have 5 on him and I must flee. See, must flee. So I've used this, and because I've used it, it's now destroyed. Because the card says so. So I've got 3 left. I could buy this. No, I can't. There's no way I can buy that. I've got 3 left. There's nothing else I can do. I go to the reserve phase. Now the rules is always there's 5 cards out. Luckily he hasn't been shuffled in. He only gets shuffled in on the hunt phase. So I get to place these. Oh yeah, so see how this button thinks that there's something here? That's because the Terminator was here. So you press on clear, so a card get replaced. So I get to place up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't choose to have more cards because he's attacking me right now. I only can do it when he's not attacking me. So I'll go to the next phase. Now I can choose if I want to run away or he attacks me. I'm going to run away. I don't have the cards to fight him yet. So I'm going to flee. All I need to do additionally is put that on top. Shuffle it. Hopefully I don't run into him anytime soon. That's it. Go back to the play phase. So this part is if you're versing a second Terminator. It's pretty much the only way that you would set it up like that is because you're versing this Terminator. It's pretty much the same how you play, but you fight 2 Terminator. It is a little bit. It is much harder. But anyway, let's just see if we can beat this damaged endoskeleton. Well, showing off this programming of this game. So you can't get this game just yet. I'll probably put this game up in about a week's time, just to make. I'll just double check everything is running properly. Unless you're watching it really late, and then this game will definitely be available. Just look up Terminator Dark Fate deck building game, scripted. Alright, let's continue playing this game. Oh, I should have actually discarded my hand. Okay, I'm going to draw 5 cards. Oh, so that the cards I bought the other time. You have to discard a card when you're using it, but it does do 2 damage to the Terminator. So I'm starting to get some guns to try to stop the Terminator. So I can use this augment, but as you know, there's now runes in my deck. So if I use it, I may actually give myself another wound. But I think it's worth the risk. Oh, actually, the 4 cards the 4 cards I just it's in my discard pile actually, the wound card. So I don't have to worry about that right now. I can definitely pick up 3 cards without any risk of getting a wound. So I have used that, so I'm just going to put that here to indicate I've used it. Oh, I do have that card. That's very helpful. I can get rid of cards I'm not going to use. Like the pistol, I'm not going to use that on the setbacks. Yeah, I'll do that now. So I'll use that card as well. So I'm not going to use that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, shuffle, get another 3. So I still got some setbacks, but anyway, I've got some preps now. I'm just going to move these back so I don't forget. So I've got 3 peps, I got 3 money. Let's have a look at the cards. So there's another one of these. That costs 3. I could buy that. What about this? This costs 5. Does 2 damage. I don't need this guy or anything, but this card may be played in another player's play phase while we're just playing 1 player. By the way, this mod, I've only configured it for 1 player at the moment. I will come out later with a 2-player variant. Maybe a more player variant. It can go up to 4 players. If the Rev 9 is staggered and every card in the reserve is hostile, destroy it. Now that's pretty hard to do, to accomplish. I think this is a really difficult card. This is probably a card that you play at the end of the game. This is a good card, but I only got 3 money, so I can't buy it. Hand it over. You may swap a card from your hand or discard pile with a card from the current player's hand or discard pile. You can swap a card with another player, but you may swap a card from your hand or discard pile with a card. Actually, but so if I use this, I could use a card from my discard pile if there's a card in my discard pile and swap it with another card like a setback or something. It's okay. I don't think I want to buy it. And that's 5. Alright, what am I going to do? I've got 3. I don't think that's worth it. Putting another card in my heart, it's just too many cards. I'll just buy this. And that's it. I'm going to discard all my cards. And I'm going to go to the reserve phase. I'm going to place a card because it has to be 5 cards or more. That's a very good card. So when this card is discarded by ammunition, so when you use a gun, you can discard a card, so you can get this to use get +1 fire. But not only that, if the Rev 9 was dealt 10 damage this turn, destroy it. 10 damage this turn. Well, this Terminator is a bit easier. So I think the EMP round is more made for the liquid exoskeleton. Possibly this one. This one has 15 damage is staggered and 30 it's killed, but still doing 10 damage is quite end game-ish. Still worth getting. Alright, let's continue. Do I want to put another card out? Yeah, let's risk it. Cool, I'm not going to risk any more. Hunt, there's no more cards. Back to Grace's turn. And I could have been putting cards underneath this if I'm not using it. I've been forgetting. I don't think I could have done this anyway so far, so that's fine. So draw 5 cards. I've got a wound and a setback. I've got 2 preps, which is 2 money. I would, what does this card do? So destroy a card in the current player's hand, then you may destroy protection. This card may be played in any player's phase. Destroy a card in the current player's hand. So you can destroy your old cards, like the setback cards that do nothing, and destroy your wounds. And then you can also draw a card for doing that, which is pretty good. But I can't do that. I'm going to use Grace's ability to destroy 2 cards. So I'm going to destroy that. And destroy that. So now I'm not going to get this setback anymore. So making my deck more efficient. And because I'd done that action, I rested. That means I'm not allowed to buy anything or do anything else. So I'm going to discard all my cards. That's the end of my turn. And we shuffle my deck. Draw 5 cards. Reserve. I have to put 1 card out, at least. 1. Now that Terminator is coming definitely very soon. So go to the hunt phase, go back to the play phase. If that Terminator did come out, I would have been able to do 2 damage here and 2 damage here. That's 4 damage. So I could have been able to run away again. Sorry about this length of this video. Okay. Let's think about this. What are we going to do? This card's not fantastic, but it's okay. It does 3 damage, which is better than a normal pistol. And I may add it to the top of my deck, which is good if I know I'm going to fight the Terminator soon. But if you use this, you have to discard 2 cards of 1, usually 1 for a weapon. So it does have a bit of a punch. I might get it and destroy it later, because I don't have much choice. Anyways, how much? Let's use my resolve. Let's get rid of these 2 cards. I'm not going to use a setback. I'm not going to use my pistol. So that's 2 cards. 1, 2. And because it doesn't matter, I can move this back to discard pile now. So I'm using the play area, so because when I'm playing a card, I'm not actually discarding it. It's actually still in play. So that affects the resolve and the other card that draws me 3 cards as well. So now I've got 3 money. Actually, what I'm going to do with this prepared, I'm going to put my setback under here. I think that's a really good decision. Because now it's out of my... I don't want to draw it anymore, so I can put it on that, and I just never pick it up again. Just leave it there. I think that's a really good idea. I won't see that anymore. 3. That's not really worth it, so I'm not going to buy it right now. Destroy a card. Well, in a way, I got that ability. I can put a card underneath here. So, nah, maybe not. Maybe I'll just buy this. And I'm going to use the special ability and put it on top of my deck because I know that Terminator's probably going to come out pretty soon. So I'm going to move it on top of my deck, and I have to press clear because the scripting doesn't know I've taken the card. And that's the end of my turn. And go to the surface. I have to place a card. Now I do know I got that 3 damage card, so I might just keep going. I'll keep on placing cards. There is that Terminator. So I'm going to move it back. I'm going to clear it. So now I'm going to fight that Terminator. I'm going to go hunt. He's going to look for the damage cards in here first. There's none, so he's going to hunt 4 cards because it says down there at the bottom 4. I don't even like this card anyway. It does 1 damage and that's it. It's pretty boring. 1. Oh no. What's this going to do? Remove 5 damage from him. Well, he didn't have 5 damage on him anyway. It does nothing, so it goes back to the deck. That's the second card. Third card gets destroyed. The fourth card. That's a pretty good card. Oh, it does 3 damage and discards 1 card. The Volvo card I just got does the same thing but discards 2 cards, so it's better. So I'm pretty safe so far. Pretty good. I'm in good shape. Not the best shape, but I'm in alright shape. I can get 5 cards. Let's see what I've got here. I do want to do some damage on him. And I did get rid of that wound card. Oh yeah, also if the wounds deck one is out, so there's 29 in here. If I've gotten 29 wounds throughout the whole game, then I'm also dead. And there's also some cards that can say if you have 3 wounds in your discard pile, you're also dead. So kind of like 3 ways to die then. Alright, well let's use the augment. Does 2 damage. Nice. And I get 3 cards. So I had 5 cards in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more cards. 1, 2. Oh, pistol. Awesome. I was just having a look. That gets rid of 2 cards, doesn't it? Well, anyways, I have to do damage on him. I don't want to take damage. So I'm going to use this revolver. Do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Must flee. I can still do damage to him, but at the end of this turn, by the hunt phase, I have to flee, is the rule. So I can keep doing more damage on him. I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard the setback. Or should I? Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hide that card underneath so permanently get rid of it. Yeah, that's better. I'm not going to use any of these cards anyway. So I have to get rid of 2 cards. I might use that, so I might just get rid of 2 preps. And then I'm going to use my other pistol. Now I have to get rid of another prep. So that's 7 damage. So he's going to be hidden under 7 cards, so that gives me some time. Which is pretty good. Now I've got this money card. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I would destroy it, but I can buy something for 5. This is what I want. Cost 5, so I'm going to swap this. It does have 5, but 5 for a 4, and that's a permanent 4. That's fantastic, and I need to make more money to buy better and better cards. So I'm going to buy that. Get rid of this crap card. Alright, we're getting better and better. Let's put these back. Okay, I'm going to go into the reserve phase. Reserve phase, I have to place 1 card. That's fine, because I'm going to run away. Good thing is about running away, you know, if there's, like, you may not want to take whatever this damage is. So you may not choose, you may choose to run away on purpose and not fight it, even if you can do damage later. But anyways, I'm going to run anyway. 7 cards, nice. 7 cards, you can see that. I'm going to flip that in. Hopefully it's number 8th card. That'll be awesome. Now we go around again, play phase. But now I've got no Terminator to deal with, so that's good. Draw 5. Ah, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to shuffle and get 1 more card. Alright, I'm going to use the resolve card. It does 2 damage. This does 2 damage, so I'm going to put that back in the deck. Don't need that. Also means I don't need to use my pistol. So resolve. So I'm going to get rid of another setback. So I could also put the gun underneath here and just pull out the gun whenever I want, but I want to get rid of those setback cards. So I'll rather discard this. You know, you play however you want. Oh yes. So now I can get another 3 cards. I'm definitely going to do that. And I got the case already. Oh, this is going to be a good turn. Oh yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 is 8. Oh, this is awesome. What are we going to buy for 8 though? So this is a good card. When I discard it with using a gun, I get 2 cards, which is great. I like that. I don't need that. This card's alright, but it's conditional. That is an awesome card too. And this is even better than the gun, the ammo. Okay, so that's 4. I'm going to buy that. So that's 4. I'm going to buy this for 6. I've got 2 left. Now, I'm not versing like a really powerful Terminator, so I don't have to get this, but I will get it later if it's still around. Yeah, that's it. Can't buy anything for 2 that I'll see in here. So I'm going to discard all my cards. I'm going to draw up. Technically, you're supposed to draw up to 5 cards before your before the hunt phase, because you can get a card that will defend you from getting a wound. But I don't have any of those cards yet, so I don't have to do that. Anyway, so let's just do it. So I got picked up 2 cards. I'm gonna pick up another 3. Now I've got 5. I'm gonna go to the reserve phase. Now you have to have 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 cards, but you have to put down at least 1. Okay. Now looking at my cards, so I can use that gun to get 2 more cards. So 1, 2, 3. What does this card do? You may choose ammunition in the reserve and add it to your hand. Destroy at the end of your phase. So that's, you may choose ammunition. So you don't have to. Should I put another card out just to... Yeah, I'll do 1. Another location. Gain 5/5. If the Rev 9 is staggered, destroy it. Oh my god, that can win me the game. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Let's go to hunt. The Rev 9 is not here, so let's go back to play. But if the Rev 9 is staggered, destroy it. I have to wait until he comes out. That's okay. I can still... Like, it's not guaranteed this card will still be around, and you know, it's not guaranteed it's going to work. Alright. Now it's my turn. I'm going to use this gun. You're saying, why? Why do you want to use a gun for? There's nothing to kill. Well, I'm going to use it for the extra ammo. Oh, did I leave this in here? I think I did. Damn it, I couldn't have got them. That's really annoying. Anyways, let's continue on. Discard a card. I'm going to discard that card, and that's discard pile. This use pile. So 2 cards. 1, 2. Nice. And this gets me 2 cards too. I'm going to put that here. Now I've got 1 money. I'll try to remember that. So I've gained 2 cards. Now I can draw another 3 cards with my augment. Okay, there was 3 cards here, so I can do that. 3. What am I going to do? I can use my resolve. So what cards do I have in here? Just that one. This is going to be a funny turn. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to... Oh, but if when I was... Okay, there's no real point just to getting this 1 card, is there? No. Okay, this is my hand. This is what I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. I could have actually done that and finished the game. But he's not here, so I have to do it when he's here. I'm going to risk it next time. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Actually, I'm gonna get this one. This is a good card. Gives it's one resource. Oh, I've got 10 resources by the way. So I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna buy that just in case I'm gonna do 10 damage to him one time. I've got one money left. I could put. I'm gonna put this revolver right here so I can pick him up whenever I want. And I'm going to discard my card because I'm using that skill, by the way. That button sometimes gets a bit hidden. Put that there. I have to reshuffle my deck. Draw 5. Let's have a look what I've got. I've got 1, 2. Yeah, let's hope we're going to be able to... yeah, we should be able to afford this. So let's go to reserve phase. Hopefully we can just put out cards and get the Terminator and finish this game. No. No. Terminator. Alright, so let's finish this game up. I'm going to press, I'm going to move this card. No, I'm not going to do that. Enable. Clear that. Go to the hunt phase. Alright, so let's finish this guy up. Now, as per the rules, I can, at the start of your turn, you may draw any cards underneath this card. This card is underneath. Draw it. Now, I don't care about my preps right now. So I'm going to use, oh, actually I do. I need to get 8. I'm going to use this card to win. Gain 5 fight, which would stagger it. And if it's staggered, destroy it. So draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Alright. I'm going to use my gun. Or should I use the gun yet? Maybe not yet. I'll use that. I'll do 2 damage on him. I'm just counting it just in case I don't kill him. So it does 2 damage. I get 3 cards. So how much money have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've got it. So I've got enough money to buy it. I can use this card, gain 5 fight. So in a way, I've killed it. So if it, I can purchase this, which will gain me 5 fight, and he'll be staggered, and I'll be able to destroy it, which will be 15. When he's 15, he is destroyed. Damage ender has been terminated. And that's how you play the game. I hope you like it. I think the scripts, all these little buttons, makes it much, much faster than just doing all manual, moving the cards and flipping them and all that. Now it's much faster. Games go much faster. Your game will go faster than mine. So these are the rules. You can just press 1, 2. You can flick through the pages like that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. So I probably programmed this in like a week or 2, I think, because I've got to work. I've got a job as well, so I have to do my job as well. I don't just script. I'm thinking of making a Patreon in the future, and you can ask me, oh, what do you want to script? And you guys can vote on what game I can script next. And I can go into Tabletop Simulator, go into one of the game studies there and script it. Anyways, if you think that's a cool idea, let me know. And this game will be uploaded shortly. I hope you enjoy the game. Have a good one.